For several years, I celebrated Passover in Jerusalem, but then I made a decision. I'm going to go into exile for Passover, and since then I have celebrated Passover on 5 different continents and even on the land bridge between the continents of North and South America in Costa Rica. Hundreds and hundreds of people in all of the celebrations that we've had, and every year it keeps getting better. The last few years I have been in the United States of America. People have flown in from around the world to be part of this celebration, and one of the great things about it is that we get to be with family. It's not just a smaller household Passover, which everyone, certainly we encourage you to do that at the actual night of Passover, but just a few days later we're going to assemble in Charlotte, North Carolina. At this point we're looking at 600 people that are going to be coming in for this event. It is absolutely a thrill to be a part of this. And one of the things that we were told when we were coming out of Egypt concerning the keeping of the Feast of Passover and unleavened bread is that it is at this time that we are to do the redemption of the firstborn. And this has turned into such a beautiful tradition, and what has happened for the families that have participated in this, it is like stepping back into the reality of what Passover is all about. And in the book of Exodus, when it speaks of us keeping Passover, that when we come into the land, that we are going to set apart unto Yahovah all that opens the matrix. And every firstling that comes out of beast or man, all the male shall be Yahovah's. And it says in verse 14 that it shall be when your son asks you in the time to come, saying, "What is this?" And then you are going to say to him, "By the strength of hand, the Yahovah brought us out of Egypt from the house of bondage. When hardly Pharaoh would let us go, Yahovah slew the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both the firstborn of man and the firstborn of beast. Therefore, that is why I sacrifice to Yahovah all the males that open the matrix, and all the firstborn of my children, though, I will redeem." And the redemption of the firstborn is specified in the scriptures as being 5 shekels of silver. Now, we are going to do something a little bit differently this year, because instead of everyone purchasing 5 silver shekels, which is close to $300 now, and this is what it is in the Jewish tradition, just this year a monumental thing has happened. Reuben Prager, for more than 20 years now, has been minting the holy half shekel. He is a Levite, and his ancestors were coin minters. They were in the monetary minting business. And as a Levite, he brought back an ancient custom of giving the holy half shekel, which is to be done every year of an adult's life. And the poor do not give any less than a half shekel. The rich do not give any more than a half shekel. And it is a symbol that everyone is of the same value. Well, just this year, the Sanhedrin in Israel has officially sanctified the holy half shekel that Reuben Prager has been minting, that when this is given for the restoration and the maintenance of the temple. And so what we are doing for the redemption of the firstborn is that everyone will be allowed to, who would like to participate in the firstborn. They do not have to get the official ones from the state of Israel, which I do have just one set of these myself, but everyone is going to be able to purchase during the weekend a set of 5 holy half shekels. And this is what we're going to be using for the redemption of the firstborn. And so we wanted to make it affordable for everyone to be able to do this. And so for a donation of $100, you will get 5 of the holy half shekels, which is actually, if you want to buy the holy half shekels, they actually cost more than that. But 5 of the holy half shekels, and that is what you are going to give for the redemption of the firstborn. It is not something that is done lightly. It has to have value to it, and I feel that that does not degrade the gift, but all that is given for the half shekels goes to the Lydia Project, for the widows and orphans and the victims of terror in the land of Israel. So every bit that goes into it is going to help not only for the redemption of the firstborn, but also for those who do not have parents in the land of Israel, for the widows, the orphans, and for those who are suffering from the terrorism, the victims of terror who have been damaged and maimed by that very act in the land of Israel. So this is our way not only to stand with Israel, but to perform this act in which when you redeem your firstborn son, then you are buying him back from Yehovah for just a period of time. He is lent to you for you to raise that child in the nurture and admonition of Yehovah. But when he is 20 years old, that is when he gives his holy half shekel, because that is the age an Israelite goes to war. And as those who have been grafted into Israel, this is your opportunity not only to participate in the giving of the redemption of the firstborn, but the holy half shekel. And this is going to be part of what we do on Sunday morning and early afternoon during Passover this year. We have so many wonderful things that are planned. I cannot wait to be with you. This is going to be one of the greatest times in your life. We are on the edge of the age of redemption.